Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is OmegaJolteon, and we are here for IBA Season 3 Draft Analysis. I am so excited to bring this to you guys, because I've been planning to upload for so long, and I finally am. I'm very excited for this. If you do not know, IBA is an upload-acquired league, like I said, and filled with a bunch of cool people, and yeah, I'm very excited for this. And if you did not know, just a little bit of backstory. My good pal Nick, aka Reckless Bat, asked people on Twitter if someone wanted to join his league, and I said sure, because I had a itch to use Mega Carracostas. I didn't even know if it was someone picked it in there, but I wanted to try. It was the IBA, but I did not know at the time it was upload required, and I didn't have the resources to upload, so I couldn't upload last season. I wish I would, because I did win the championship in that. So we're trying to defend our title here. We got a stake at our backs, as you might say. So I'm very excited to bring this to you, and yeah, let's just get right into it. My first pick, I believe I was 5th pick overall. I actually did not know what I wanted at this point. It was just, but I was 5th pick, and I decided to go with Coco. Now, Coco I have used twice before, but both of the leagues I had it in, I could not use Z-moves on it. Because one, banned Z-moves entirely. Two, the second league, they had 6-point and below Zmon, so I couldn't use Z Coco. But now I can, and I am very excited. You should know what Coco does. Amazing speed tier, just great mix potential, and I can already this thing pairs with Mega, like a lot of Megas super well. So I'm fine with any Mega I can take this point, just with Z-moves, it increases its breaking potential so much. So yeah, I'm very excited to use Coco. Blistering speed tier. So yeah, I'm so excited, and I cannot say how excited I am to use Coco again. So with Z-moves. So yeah, I wanted to build a core when I first thought of picking Coco. I wanted to build a core between Coco, Coco, Weavile, and Zydog. Because I wanted to steal that core from Merc. He used that in the NPCC, and yeah, he used that in the NPCC. And it worked out really well for him, and I wanted to use that myself. So I did decide to build my draft around that core. If you do not know, I nicknamed all these mons after my friends on Twitter, and yeah, I'm just gonna go over the nicknames. So Coco is named Nova, because I've never seen a man with a bigger boner for Coco in my life. So shout out to Nova, he's a really cool guy. He's also in the IBA. We don't play him this season, but hopefully I get a stomp on him in the finals. I'm just playing. Nova's my boy. So yeah, next mon I got was Weavile, and I'm really excited for Weavile, because Weavile provides another great speed tier. You shouldn't know what Weavile does already. It's pretty one-dimensional, but it does its one thing super well. Its dual stab is basically unresisted by like most mons, which is really good. Gives me my first priority option, and with this team you'll see I have a bunch of priority, like a bunch. So yeah, and with Coco and Weavile, they basically break for each other. Coco struggles with grounds and certain grass types, in dragons, certain dragons as well, because for example, like what's the first one? Dragolge, for example, can resist is neutral to like fairy attacks, so Weavile can kind of break for it in that way. And other way around is Coco. Coco breaks down bulky waters for Weavile, which Weavile struggles against. It breaks down fighting types, which Weavile struggles against as well. So they pair so well together, and I have two mons that have extremely high speed tiers, which is great. So yeah, I'm very excited to use Weavile. I don't know how many times I use Weavile, but it's a mon that I really like to use. And yeah, it's named after my good pal Immortal Ment. He's a really good guy. He's in the UBC. I think yeah, he's definitely gonna upload for the UBC because it is upload required league. So yeah, check him out. I'm gonna have all these guys I have on the screen. Who the mons I named after linked in the description because they're really cool people, and I just want you to check them out. So yeah, I got Ment the Weavile. Next mon is Mega Scizor. At this spot I debated for a pretty decent amount of time, regular Scizor, then getting Mega Garchomp, because Coco that would have basically accomplished the same thing as Coco, Weavile, Zydog, because it's a dragging around, of course. But I'm really glad I did not go with that, because actually Nin took Mega Garchomp, which really I would have been so annoyed if I got sniped from that. So yeah, kind of glad I went with Mega Sizz. But let's talk about Mega Sizz right now. Mega Sizz is a mon that I really like. First off, it gives me my first remover. Actually, Coco gets removal, but I don't think I'm gonna run Default Coco too much. But this gives me a great remover. It gives me a setup sweeper with Sword Stance, which my team likes to have. I don't really have great win cons per se. Yeah, Coco and Weavile outspeed most of the metagame, but I don't have anything that can clean sweep through teams. But yeah, I think this is mainly gonna be used as a bulky pivot, just to bring in some of my breakers later on, and just a nice remover for my team as well. So very excited to use Scizor. I've used it once in SBN Season 2, but I did not like my team, but I did like using Sizz because it's a really good mon, and yeah, it pairs so well with Coco, because just they're both really solid pivots for each other. Just a really solid Volturn core, which it's just really nice for my team. Yeah, that's basically what I got. Scizor. It is a steel type as well. It gives me a bulky steel, which is always nice. I think it's needed for a draft to have a bulky steel. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Next, and it's named after my friend Uzi, because his name is Bullet Punch Club, his draft league team name, and yeah, I want to name it after him because yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. And shout out to the BBC guys. They're pretty cool people there. So yeah, gives me another priority option, which in Bullet Punch, which is great as well. Next mon is the Trifecta Core. I'm gonna call it Trifecta. Yeah, let's do that. With Coco, Weavile, and Zydog. Now, with my team, I think basically with Zydog, it's very one-dimensional. Which my team is looking a bit one-dimensional right now, but I only have 4 mons, so I can fix that. But yeah, it's basically pretty. You know what this thing's gonna do most of the time. 1,000 arrows, extreme speed, just really two good moves. I definitely keyed on these 2 moves because they're just basically a necessity in every set. I don't know why I mentioned that, but whatever. But Zydog just pairs with Coco so well. Coco baits in grass types, same as Scizor. Just basically my whole team deals with grass types that Zydog does not want to deal with. My team also deals with bugs that check Zydog. Yeah, basically my team right now just supports Zydog super well, and hopefully I can use more of its more creative sets like Banded, Scarf, DD, etc. It's not one of my Z-mons, so I can't run like DD, Dragon EMZ, but still a really solid mon in general. And yeah, I'm excited to use Zydog. This is my first time using Zydog. Besides, like, yeah, this is my first time using Zydog in like a serious league. So, yeah, gives me another priority option and gives me a good speed tier. Yeah, it's basically with Zydog. I'm excited to use it. So, and it's named after my man Yost. Me and Yost is a really good guy, and I wanted to name him on after him because, like I said, he's a really good guy, and he's one of the only people I think I know of that plays Xenoblade, and we talk about Xenoblade a few times. So I wanted to name him on after him. So yeah. Next mon I got was Celebi. Now Celebi is a mon that I was very curious about. Maybe it wasn't the best mon right here, but I think it fit pretty well with my team. First off, it gives me my first rocker. It's my first rocker, and gives me a Z-move mon. I think this is a really good Z-move mon because I can run stuff like Nasty Plot into like Z Bloom Doom, Z Psychic, Calm Mind, and this is probably dumb, but I don't know the Z-move, not the Z-move, the baton pass rules of this league. So, excuse me, I burped. I don't know the baton pass rules, so I don't know if I can pass Nasty Plots or Swords Dances, but if it can do that, that's pretty cool. That makes this thing so much better. But I did not really draft this thing just to baton pass. So yeah, I think this is just a really good mon. I think it's very underrated because I mainly want to try it out for a good bit. I thought Shaman was a whole better than Celebi, but I decided to give Celebi a shot and see how it goes. I'm not the most experienced with Celebi, so yeah. Okay. It's just a really good mon in general. Just gives me my first rocker. I do have a bit of a fire weakness right now, but I'm gonna patch that up later. Yeah, basically it. Celebi, named after my good pal Regulator. He really likes Celebi, and Celebi's a weeaboo Pokemon, and you know Greg loves his weeaboos, so it's named after Greg, Weebulator. And also I gotta mention, I can use more Z moves. I just put the Grassium Z and the Electrium Z there just to indicate that I can use Z moves on it. By the way, yeah. Next mon, I'm so excited to try. Also, I wanted to mention, I really wanted Lucha on my 4th pick when I got Zydog, but freaking Odd sniped me, so I'm very upset about that. So I really want to use Lucha, but oh well. But I got Conk. At this spot, I really wanted Hitmonlee, but I wanted to use Conk so badly. With my team, it pairs super well with Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr, it breaks down steals for Scizor and Weavile. It pairs super well with Coco as a breaker, a super solid breaker for Coco. Yeah. You might, when you think of this, you might think of like the Assault Vest set with like Guts or something. Very rarely I will run that set because I think that's its worst set. It's just there's so much better sets you can run, like Flame Orb with Facade, just break down certain checks to Conch Elder. Bulk Up, it's like Bulk Up or something. Life Orb, Sheer Force. Yeah, there's so many good sets you can run on this. Assault Fest. Assault Fest. Okay, I'm not saying Assault Fest is bad, but I don't think it's his best set, and you shouldn't. If you're using Conch, you shouldn't be running that all the time. But I'm not saying I'm going to run Assault Fest or not, but don't expect Assault Fest like every week. That's what I'm saying. This is named after my good pals, Baby Eric and Eric TS. I named because Eric commented on when I revealed my draft for the IBA. He commented he commented something, and I felt bad, so I combined both the names. So it's Baby Eric TS, and I thought that was cool because the Eric part's in the middle, and I don't know, whatever it's called. But it's cool because I want to name them both after my good pals. So next mon is Aloe. Aloe is it gives me my first real fire resist that my first real fire resist. Zydog's not a fire resist. It's not gonna be my fire resist. So I got Aloe. It starts a pretty solid defensive core between Celebi and Aloe. They basically check each other's checks, I guess. They check whatever. Okay. Swish passing is super nice with my team. Wish pass into like my offensive threats, like if they could take a hit, like Coco, Weavile, Zydog, Conch. It's just so useful for my team. You know what Aloe does. It's just fat, and it does its job very well. You might say it's a bit passive. It is a passive, but you could play around its passivity. So I feel like this is a really, really good pick for me. Yeah, very, very excited to use Aloe. And I forgot to mention, this is my first time using Conch, Celebi, and Zydog. I think I mentioned I used Zydog before, but I'm excited to use them because they're new mons and I've never tried them. I've used Aloe once. Like I don't remember what league, but I had fun with Aloe. Named after my good pal Matt O'Shea. Matt O'Shea, because I thought that was kind of funny, but maybe a bit cringe, but whatever. Shout out to him; he's a really good content creator. But next mon is Milk Tank. I wanted another Stealth Rocker and another Heal Ball mon so I could take a bit of pressure away from Celebi. Gives me another fire resist, and it just gives me another mon to my defensive core. This thing is just super. It fits super well on my team. I wanted another fire resist, and this thing fit really well in tier 4. So yeah. Very excited to use this. Milk Tank, just another rocker, nice reliable rocker. Heal Bellmon, just nice fat mon in general. I haven't used Milk Tank since like Gen 6, so I'm kind of excited to use it. But yeah, this is named after my good friend OP Jellicent, OP Milk Tank. His real name is Sohan, but I didn't want to name my Milk Tank that. Nothing against him, of course. But I felt like OP Milk Tank is a bit more funny, a bit more creative than Sohan. So, yeah, basically it. He's all OP Jellicent's also in the IBA, but we actually don't face him. So that's unfortunate. But what can you do? I would have liked to face him again, but. Next pick is Stunfisk. Stunfisk is a nice, reliable mon. I wanted a more reliable ground type to take on certain. You really want to have a reliable ground on your squad because with the Coco team, because I don't want, like, for example, Zera Aura, which Aaron, fuck, okay, whatever, Aaron to rampage me with electric terrain, for example, like that. So I got a Fisk right here, really good mon. I'm really, just another rocker. This is my last rocker, so it's just a nice, reliable rocker, and just a fun mon to use because I really like using Fisk. So yeah, that's basically it. Nice stats as well. This is named after Ultra Player 12, so it's just Ultra Fisk, which is really cool. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. So yeah, there you go. We got Stun Fisk right here. Next pick we got is Talonflame. Talon's a really good mon, I think, in this gen. Might be a bit. I think it's pretty underrated. I think it's pretty underrated this gen, just because Gelling got nerfed doesn't mean it's bad, and yeah, especially like Z moves, you can keep your Gellings doing like a SD and fly an Indian Z and plop something. So yeah, it's really cool. Just really nice speed tier in general. Helps break down grasses for my Zydog, so I think my team supports Zydog pretty well. Yeah, this is just another high speed tier mon, so I'm really happy about my speed tiers right now. So yeah, yeah, I like this mon a lot. It's named after Trevor, aka Sheerforce, or he goes by Trevor Eisner now because he does vlogs, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, shout out to Trevi, he's a really cool guy. So yeah. Last mon is a Quillfish. I wanted hazards. I wish I got Garbodor so I can name my. I wish I could name Nova Garbodor, because that would have been great. But I got sniped from that, so I got Quillfish. So yeah, just pretty. It's a nice mon. Gives me hazards. Gives me something to suck up T-spikes, which I do have a conch that it doesn't prevent it, but it might prevent my opponent from bringing it versus me. So yeah, Quillfish, really good mon. Just gives me both hazards, and I'm fine with double bulky waters. Like, it's not a really big problem. This thing's just mainly there for hazards, and yeah, I like Quillfish a lot. I'm comfortable using it. So it's named after my good pal Adam the Beast Knees. Really cool guy. Really nice guy as well. So, and yeah, he's a really cool guy. I don't know why. Okay, let's just get on to the end of the video. So I just want to shout out a few people. I want to shout out Odds for the GFX. He does have like a, what do you call it, like an overlay. I don't know if I'll be using that because I might be too dumb to use that. So, like, how to apply it, what I mean. So, and I want to shout out Nick and Aaron as well. They also did help with the GFX. So, I also want to shout out a few other people. I want to shout out Greg, because I originally was going to use OBS, so, like, right before this, but that was a little bit too confusing, but he did help me out with that for a bit, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, and he did recommend me the Blue Snowball. I would not be recording this video without Greg, so big shout out to him. Please go check him out. Like, his content's amazing. And I also want to shout out Hera and Narth. Narth sent me a Camtasia file, like, but it wasn't working. Nothing against, like, I think it's just my computer, but I remembered Hera sent me like a free Camtasia download, and that really just saved my butt. So, and Camtasia is so much more easy to use than OBS. Fuck OBS, I hate it. I hate it so much. So big two shout outs to them. They really helped out, and yeah, that's. If there's more people to shout out, I will in the description. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you did, it's pretty bad. I'm not the best at draft analysis, but hopefully you do enjoy. And week 1 will come out Saturday. The team builder and the battle will come out Saturday. We're taking on Nick, aka Reckless Pat, coach of the Texas Tyrantrons. Week 1. I'm very excited. I am 0-1 versus Nick. My only loss last season, so I'm looking forward to get revenge. So see you guys next time. Goodbye.